All right, we're back here at the drone park. Again, Mohit and I. We have our RadioMaster Boxer here for the Developer Mini. We'll just be doing a couple of quick test flights, maybe even a quick test flight here. All right, so our controller is now powered up. We'll walk out to the Developer Mini and get that set up as well. Right. And hopefully everyone watching by now knows how the props go on, as I've only stated it a handful of times across these past handful or so of videos. But if not, those watching observantly will be able to see how these props are going on now. And if you can't tell from the video we're providing, go back and watch one of the previous videos where I don't fail this bad at putting on the props. It's the gloves, I tell you. I say, you see. You spin me round, right, baby, right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, right round. Da-da-dun, 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 da. All right.
Oh,
That's an extra battery.
I see.
We'll leave the case there. Have the extra Developer Mini battery should we need it. And we don't have the telemetry connection. I really don't know why the telemetry connection is not as good as it typically is. So we now have the telemetry connection. We just got alerted we're in altitude hold flight mode. We're now in loiter flight mode. So we should be ready to take off here. We're connected to 9 satellites with a horizontal drift positioning rating of 1.1, not with 10 satellites. So we may not be quite there to arm and loiter mode. Let's just try and find out.
Motors armed.
And it looks like we're good. So even here on a nice windy day, Developer Mini's just holding its position. Thing looks pretty straightforward, pretty standard. All right, I'm going to press the button 4. Mohit, just watch out. I'm not sure which mode this is gonna put it in, so. All right. I wanted to see if button number 4 on this controller was set to the land flight mode. It's not. It's set into stabilized flight mode. So as you saw, Developer just took off upwards as the stick input I was providing was telling it to go upwards. All right.
Motors disarmed.
And again, just stick down and to the left to disarm. All right, it looks like we're good to go there. So We are going to try to take off again via the iVue RC app, the iVue RoboControl app. Again, that's at worldsivue.com. That's our own proprietary software. While you can use QGroundControl as we've shown previously, predominantly from an Android phone, you can go ahead and use QGroundControl on any device that QGroundControl is supported on. And then you can also use Mission Planner, but again, Mission Planner is even more technically complex than QGroundControl, and really using both of those options, not to say that we can't or won't help, but it's really up to you to support yourselves, where of course if you're flying Develop Air Mini with our software, the iVue RoboControl app, or iVue RC for short, we're going to be with you every step along the way. So let's go ahead and get this controller set up with the iVue RC app on my laptop and see if we run into any issues. It's the time of the season for flying drums. Something like that. Except not sang awfully. We're gonna set up over on the case here, just again, as the telemetry connection does not seem to be too good over the last few test flights. We might need to check the hardware, like antenna connection in the office, but we'll also be with one of our developers. Tomorrow we have a video specifically for these MLRS systems, and we cover that you can actually change the power rating of these radios. So that might need to be something that we do to get past this problem, where, as you could hopefully see it right now, there's a green flashing light coming through on that rear module, but if we get too far away from the Develop Air Mini, it turns red, and that means we're not getting all the data here on this screen that then we can pass along over to QGroundControl or the iVue RC app. All right. I am going ahead and pulling up a new window here. And then I will go ahead and share my screen. Record. Just getting another sync point for this computer audio to be matched up with our microphone audio. And here I'm going to set up a hotspot. So here I'm just at the iVue website, iVueworld.com, and going to World's iVue. Of course, you can go directly to worldsivue.com, as I previously mentioned. But let me just go ahead and connect to my hotspot, and we'll go ahead and refresh the page as soon as the connection is established. Wow, an old message on the phone. All right. So now we have World's iVue pulled up. We can open up the iVue RC app, select Add a Drone, Connect a Drone, and you'll see here CU Maytech MLRS BT is already an option. We're going to select it and see if it will work, as we have previously used this module with this computer. But as we have found out, often with Windows and Mac computers, you'll have to reconfigure the Bluetooth module connection every time. So let's see if that is indeed the case. And no, we did not have to. So it seems like the Bluetooth connection does not always work in the way that we would like it to, but in the case of today, it's working just as it should. So we can see we're in loiter flight mode. I'm going to turn around here, and I'm going to select fly drone, arm and fly, and just take off to 10 feet, and let's see if this works as it should.
Motors armed. Guided flight mode.
All right. So flying developer mini entirely through the iVue RC app. I'm going to just tell it to land.
Land flight mode.
Very simple.
Motors disarmed.
And motors disarmed. Let's go ahead and we'll try a Waypoint mission, as we tried one yesterday. It didn't exactly work, but that could have been a connection issue more than anything else. And we'll do a little bit longer of a waypoint mission than what we tried yesterday. A whopping 2 waypoints instead of 1 waypoint. All right. Just setting the altitude for waypoint 1 to 15 feet, setting the altitude of waypoint 2 also to 15 feet. Drone 1's position, takeoff altitude will keep at 10 feet, and let's see if that works as we have it created. If you want, you can go ahead and rename the mission. We'll just name this Test Dev Air Mini, and then we'll try uploading mission to drone. You should be able to verify the status of the upload through the terminal screen. It doesn't look like it's received the mission just yet. Let's try again. Upload
Flight
mission.
plan received.
Flight plan received. Mission upload complete, as you can also see in the iVue RC app. We'll hit the back button. That definitely looks like any other back button you're used to. And again, now we should be able to, we'll see if we can just keep in land flight mode and if it'll automatically do the mode changing. But let's find out. So if we hit start waypoint mission, we cannot select that button anymore. I don't know why.
So, you stated beforehand that I should code it in a way where you would have to like get it on flying first,
Loiter flight mode.
and then
Land flight
afterwards,
Okay.
yeah.
So
So go ahead and put it onto guided mode, take it off, and then afterwards
got it.
click on start
mode.
waypoint
Guided
mission.
flight mode.
All right. So we're putting it into guided flight mode, although that shouldn't be required. We're going to select arm and fly drone, and we're going to launch. And arm and fly.
Motors armed.
And let's try start waypoint mission. So must arm drone before starting mission. It's definitely armed. All right, I just
Motors
disarmed.
disarmed.
I see.
All right,
okay.
let me try arm again,
Motors armed.
and then start waypoint mission. All right.
Auto flight mode.
So not ideal, as you can see. Developer Mini will do the waypoint mission. However, it does not get up to the takeoff altitude it should reach before going to the first waypoint.
I shall fix that. Yes.
So definitely, if you can, please make it tomorrow so
Yee.
we can do some more testing. All right, and well, it looks like it did the waypoint mission successfully. So I am in auto flight mode now. I'm going to briefly put myself into altitude hold flight mode, then back into loiter flight mode. It looks like I am actually without connection now. Now I'm in loiter flight mode. So it looks like the big 2 takeaways for today are fixing the range problem and then fixing the waypoint or the takeoff altitude issue.
Gotcha. Also,
Well-
would you like to see the arm and start waypoint mission button back?
I just think the start waypoint mission should have the arming automatically a part of it.
Right. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And now what we should do is like start waypoint mission, and then something, are you sure you want to take off and start the mission? Just like some sort of confirmation, but we don't want to make it overly complex, right? We just want it, if you want to fly, you know, with loiter flight mode and a controller, should be, you know, as easy, you know, as just plugging in a controller or using a controller like this with the iVue RC app. Or if you don't want to use a controller at all or a supplementary to your waypoint mission, you should just be able to literally start waypoint mission, confirm that you want it to take off and start. And
All right. Yeah, I can make that
be
happen.
off in flight. Well, you can see Developer Mini is in good working order. You can again get one at the iVue Robotics website through the download section. You can build your own, or of course you could buy one from us through the orders page. In addition to the Developer Mini, as you see it there, you get one of these nice cases, one of these controllers, and so everything you need, not just to fly Developer Mini, but to get started on making your own payloads, developing your own software, and really taking advantage of Developer Mini as a development platform. But at least for today, out here at the drone park, that's it. All she wrote, and you'll see us tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.